I won that. He puts a lot of it together for himself. So that's the thing. But again, now, okay, he should start his own streaming service. Now, and I see a lot of people didn't like that. But you know, I gotta play the TikTok game. When I get to doing these things, y'all be like, get off the jump with other people. And get out the thing with the people. If people leave out the room, but that's what TikTok wants you to do. He was cute. What I want to say is Tyler, 50 Cent, and Nicki Minaj are doing this streaming superhero thing on the heels of him coming out. At least he spoke English. Yes, true indeed. On the heels of that same storyline coming out about, you know, the issue with him and Stars. Now this thing with Nicki Minaj and him. With Nicki, what she said? She said she wanted to talk to 50 for a powerful hour, but then nigga wanted to, all he wanted to do was talk power for hours. Nicki Minaj and Ice Spice. Nicki does these songs with these pop girls, or just these young girls that are absolutely and not any line of competition with her, puts them on to great stardom. And then in the third breath, in the same breath, or in the immediate next breath, we'll be arguing with some rap girl. 21 Diamonds won the welcome. Won't fare well. If we talking Onika and Curtis, who are both from the streets, we could be talk about the same type of nigga, and in that breath, they could be best friends. They could be best friends. And then coming from the city, I'm not saying everybody in the city knows everybody, but if you rapping and if you at the ciphers and the things in the undergrounds of, you know what I'm saying, the New York rap world, then 50 knew Nicki. You know, he knew about her. She knew of him. Curtis and Onika knew each other long ago. In my opinion, in my assessment. One may say this joint venture is long overdue. But you know, the thing is, which could be a friend trait of them, you know, they both like to bitch and complain. And 50 been suing Tierra Marie, and Nicki been trying to not get sued by the Tierra Maries of her husband. So, you know, it's all... I love when the bulbs start to come in on the trees. That's when you know spring is upon us. Uh-oh, Free Indeed said we all came from the same corners of Queens. You know, I just be on here talking. I don't be saying much of nothing. I just be running my mouth. You know. So that, you know, all that. And then 50 went... Who put 50 on? Dre? And Wayne put Nicki on. But it's a bit more removed. But it's also, that was a different time. They might have about 10 years between them, no? Between In the Club and Bedrock. There's definitely 10 years between that, right? Tell me it's less so I don't feel as old. But yeah. So the timing is different for him to be, you know, that direct line to Dre. Meanwhile, Nicki is more like Lil Wayne and what's his name? Birdman. And then who's above Birdman? I don't know. Because where did Birdman come? Like that whole Juvenile thing. Now I'm not in Queens. It do kind of give a Queens vibe. It's too much grass. It's too much grass here to be Queens. But Queens is a lot more residential. It does give residence. Birdman, Juvenile in them, but he put all of them on. So where did Birdman come from? So where was Birdman when 50 was coming up? Bugs. Where was Birdman when 50 was coming up? That don't have one thing to do with anything. But I'm just wondering and seeing how all of this is playing out. And now we're here with Nicki and 50 coming out with this this animated thing. And Nicki on Ice Spice. And Nicki, I can't stand. I don't, again, with the narrative and even the imagery of Ice Spice, I do not agree. I don't agree. And then 50 with the whole thing with stars and stuff like that. So I don't know how all of that comes up. I don't know. It is what it is. It is what it is. So that's that. What else is on your mind? Yeah, I don't like Ice Spice. The boys on she looks like a fucking Cabbage Patch Kid. I don't know. I like. And then, obviously, that's not the body she was born with. So where was she at pre-body? And then she comes up with this body in this curly Sue wig. Yeah. Not bullying her before it's sunrise. No, that's what I'm saying. She get with these girls. She get with these young pop girls. Miss Nasada, Nasat, Tanasat. I'm sure that first T is silent. Free and D, thank you so much, Sugarfoot. Okay, so there we go. With because sometimes I lose the categories of where the situations that we in. We are in a drill thing. And that's what I said. T NASA T. That's where we are. And I don't know if that's what Ice Spice is given, but Nicki, they latch Nicki, not Nicki herself, because she's just a product too, a pawn. But they latch Nicki with the Ice Spices and the Koi the boys and the other girls, and you know what I'm saying, with these songs and things like that, and it puts Nicki in a place for her not to have a valid argument. And the thing is saying, I don't want to be considered pop. When what you do is get on these pop songs. And it don't matter if you're rapping, it's a pop song. You know what I mean? Oh, tenacity. I'm stupid. I like that. Yes, tenacity. Brilliant. You know, people come up with such creative things, and I am so inspired. Ice Spice is giving very much Remedial. It's giving very much let me stop because I'm not trying to get suspended again. I just got back. I thought you were just saying T Nasty T. Yeah. Stupid. Tenacity. So creative. People do such creative things. I love it. But yeah, that's the thing with Nicki, and I don't even care. And Ice Spice. Let me tell you this about Ice Spice. Yes, the Orphan Annie wig. It's just like that's like the character, and like I'm saying, you know, she didn't have that body. That's not the body she was born with. So where was she at before she got this body? And then she just comes out, boom, got this body and this look and things like that. Thank you, Tenacity. I appreciate you. Hopefully you enjoy it and you come back again, because this is how we do it often. Now this is the location. Everything has changed. Okay, but the vibe remains. We just be trying to figure things out and put the pieces together. But it's like definitely the Orphan Annie and the wig, like that, and even if she'll throw on like the long wig and stuff like that too. But the go-to image, the recognizable image, is that yes, walking on a treadmill. Yes, people tread. I've been many places, many places. Okay, and I appreciate y'all for taking me with you. Oh, you think her body was built, not bought, because she had played sports? Huh. Okay. Same way Beyonce had 3 kids and got a body like that. All right. All right. Okay. You know, I get it. It's the kids and the sports. I should have had kids and played sports. Okay. But I know what I can do. I know what I can do. You know who else plays sports too? And then we overlook these things, and these girls probably could have been great to this point. Tell me, have you seen her? Tell me, have you seen her? Tell me, have you seen her? See, y'all be so creative with the names, and I love it. But here's the thing. Here's my problem with that, and it's a storyline, because the same thing with Krishan, right? Great athlete. She ran track or some shit. All these great things about her. Excuse me, you guys. Where is that? She's not Shalaquandra or whatever, even though that was a mess too. And that's the thing too, just break the girls down, even though she came back and won the next race or whatever the case may be. But all that stuff surrounding her just being a good runner. Now we have the Krishan girl, and I'm according to Tell Me, Have You Seen Her? We have Ice Spice with these mentionable, noticeable athletic talents, accolades. But no, Ice Spice is out here looking and acting like this, and then Krishan is out here looking and acting like this, when either one of them could be at the Super Bowl, the Olympics, getting their money the way Caitlyn got her money. But no, on the backs of blacks, we do these things. Because what is Ice Spice white? Or is she black? But she bought 27 more. Oh, she could play football and run track. Before a rap. She black. On the backs of blacks. She had that body in high school before a rap. Child. If I Hispanic, I think I might have to grab my other device and try to get the verifiable images on something like that, cause I ain't never seen no girl so small at the top and so thick in the hip like that. And then too, what I think is, you know, the problem with the whole thing is like Kanye West saying, I don't want Northwest on social media, bad influences and things like that. And then the only, like, the celebrity that she gets on there with, besides Mariah and her kids, is somebody like Ice Spice, who's racially ambiguous, but her image is not, and I'm going to talk about T.S. Madison after this, talking about images. Her image is not one that you want your preteen daughter latching onto and try to ride any wave with. Now, whatever North is, and TikTok is shut down, or whatever the case may be, whatever all that is. But exactly what Kanye West said he didn't want happening, boom, it happened. Tell me, have you seen it? If that's what Cena said, and if that's what Cena want us to hear and see and read, then that's just what we're going to hear and see and read. And we'll come back at a later date with further details. Speaking of images, Black and Dominican. And now I don't see a piece of black or a piece of Dominican in her. And that's no shade. That's just my observation. She from the Bronx. Thank you. I'll be on it. I love y'all for being on it. T.S. Madison, first of all, T.S. Madison was just in Buffalo, and I didn't know, and I would love to know what hotel she stayed at. I just want to know what her experience was here, and where did she go to eat. That's beside the point. If anybody knows the details, T.S., if you in here, if the T.S. is in here right now, tell me, girl, because we could have had lunch. But her holding the hands of Zaya Wade or whatever. I just have something to say about it because I can. Zaya Wade is too young. Zaya Wade is too young to be just too young. It's too young. I definitely agree with everything Zaya Wade is doing is performative. It's all performative. From Gabrielle to the mother to Dwayne, it's all performative. But for T.S. Madison, the T.S., because T.S. Madison is, okay, we're going to put her somewhere, we're going to put T.S. Madison up at the top. So much so that it's like these things where people are really trying to figure this out. I don't need to make a stance to try to, like, because whatever I could impart on them, other than a continue to be yourself, they're not really even ready to absorb that yet. At the same time, somebody like Zaya Wade don't have the same experience as T.S. Madison. She's not doing the same things T.S. Madison doing. She's not going to have the same struggles T.S. Madison had. She's in there. T.S. Madison didn't have a Tiffany ad at 13, 14 years old. So, that's not... Not all gays like each other. Not all girls like each other. Not all trans like... And maybe I am... that's not what I'm saying, though, that because of her past. But what I'm saying is that their experience is things that Zaya Wade could probably teach T.S. Madison in a roundabout. You know what I mean? The experience is completely freaking different. A bee. A big ass bee. I love the summer. My God, today, but this damn bug. Ooh, I would show y'all, but I'm not going to show y'all my parents' address. Unless you've seen it already. That was by accident. It's big. Star, what you said? Somebody said D Wade rounds to run for office and Zaya's. Number one, I'm getting away from the B. Number two, that's politics. Oh, did you see how he landed on me? Did you see how he landed on me? Did y'all see how he landed on me? Did y'all see that? I hate the box. You've seen 4 Bs and 3 stinks. Oh, Jesus Christ. And now I can't even enjoy the porch because the goddamn bees is out. The bees where the pools and the trees is. My parents got these cameras around the house locked down, okay? Come through if you want to. Either way, the experience is different. I'm looking at that picture and it's not like, oh, a mentor. That's not exactly the situation is. That sounds better in a... Oh, that's what that is. That looked and sound better maybe when she did the thing with Jazz on like TLC, but even still, that's performative. Because Jazz was not a celebrity. And she was coming into a celebrity realm. So to have somebody like T.S. Madison, one, too old, because then Zaya Wade, they need to be talking Jazz and Zaya Wade. But T.S. Madison coming, and also too because is that because of me? The weight, the size of that. First of all, why are the ants falling out of the sky? Can somebody tell me that? Can somebody tell me that? Why the ants keep falling out of the sky? Somebody look that up and see what kind of omen that is. And he was about 2 pounds. I felt that sucker. Jasmine, you see him coming for me. Not what if he running for office and Kim running for office, that goes back to what I've been telling y'all forever. The office of presidency is not the same that it's going to be. We have these celebrities that are going to be running. Kim is going to be lobbying. Now, Kim not retreat back indoors. I know I need to. Kim is going to be lobbying. It's not as cool inside. It's beautiful out here. I ain't been outside all year. Y'all know where I've been doing lives at? In the highs. So let me come outside for just a spell, and I can't. The bugs won't even let me come out for a spell. Now, is this my dad? Oh no, I don't. People be slowing down. I think thinking somebody's coming in. They just don't want to fuck their cars up on the speed bump. But it's gonna be changing, and they're gonna be running for celebrities. Gonna be running for office, and Kim is gonna be doing the lobbying now. Kim might not run for office, but she's gonna be doing some lobbying, which is worse. So. There's that on that. Yes. I thank you for watching, because I don't know if one lands on my hair, we getting off this thing. But yeah, I don't know. You know the way everybody's doing something in a precious moment between this, and that's what I was saying before that the ant fell on me. Not so much family dinner. Ain't nobody here. Everybody's out. It's Friday. But that is so annoying. That beeping. That is so annoying. Either way, there got to be an ant nest somewhere up on something. What was I about to say, y'all? Zaya Wade, T.S. Madison, her being up front and outspoken, and the way that she talks about things is a double-edged sword. In a sense that what she says, if you are a part of that lifestyle, is relatable content. Okay? Somebody who has their parts and does their things and lives their life and identifies the way that they identify and is comfortable in that. I'm all for that. Relatable content, right? But it's there's a vulgarness that's not even an undertone. There's a vulgar right jab you get before you can even tolerate or even understand what her relatable content is, which is not exactly what I want my kids, young kids, anything under 18, 16, nothing under 16, like modeling after, like that's not it. It's too much for me to sit down and be like, okay, I like that I'm glad that you're comfortable, but I'd rather you not go out and say things. I'd rather you not go out and do. I'd rather you not, and not so much of censoring. It sounds censoring. Maybe you're censoring. I don't know. But let me tell you this: it's not going to be T.S. Madison doing T.S. Madison. Don't open no doors for girls, gals, whatever, to come out and be that type. I don't think she's opening doors like that for that type of behavior and rhetoric and things like that, because it's not tasteful. And at the very least, you want to be tasteful. She's shock value, and y'all know these shock value people only come around once in a blue moon. Yeah, the age group is still developing. So I bring that up. I bring up T.S. Madison because I just saw the picture today, and what got me is that I recognized Zaya Wade from the side before I even seen that it was her. So that image is coming together. But it was T.S. Madison's caption, like, what you think I said to my niece, Zaya Wade? And it's like, well, girl, I hope you told her. You know, it's like, I hope you said. I hope. You know, she didn't have to, I hope. And it was the first comment I seen with 4 hearts is Gabrielle Union. But Gabrielle and T.S. Madison got a movie coming out. In a week, like this weekend or next weekend or something like that. So when we talking about a genuine, or when we talk about performance art, so it don't matter what you said, because it don't, because that's what I haven't said is what I'm saying. And maybe she has, but then that's, you know, you have to perform. Maybe T.S. Madison has sent a text message, sent a memo, sent a beautiful bouquet of flowers with a nice card or something, you know, from one sister to another, you know, encourage you to continue to be yourself, something like that, which is sweet. I'm all for that. I'm all for that, because each one teach one, encourage one another, support your people, right? But y'all got this movie coming out. Y'all got a movie coming out. And I've never seen y'all together before, and the movie is about to drop. Now, if something would have happened, if this, you know, T.S. has been in constant contact, I need, you know, whatever the case may be, I don't know, but that's not the situation. So my thing is, we're not functioning with something, we're not functioning in the authentic, we're not functioning, and even in the realistic, we're functioning in the entertainment realm of all of these things, in the entertainment game of it, the game of entertainment. That's where we are. There's no coincidence that we just seen this picture of T.S. Madison, which is Zaya Wade, with Gabrielle Union, the first comment underneath it with the hearts, and they have a movie coming out. There's no coincidence in that. There's no coincidence in that. There's no coincidence in that. And whatever the Wades are doing, and whatever, you know, Dwayne, you know, whatever he's doing, you know, like, there's no coincidence in all of these things coming together right now. And then that, if T.S. Madison would have told me she was coming in town, I would have been able to get the tea. But I didn't know T.S. was coming. Didn't nobody tell me T.S. was coming. Although I did see that flyer, and that's how I told you I don't be paying attention. Yeah, Gabrielle, that's a, you know, that's a general consensus. I don't know. I never met anybody. Maybe I have, but I forgot them. I never met anybody that was like, I just love everything about Gabrielle. People be like, you know, she's a great actress, but I can't stand her. She's in good movies, but I hate the way she acts. You know, she's this, but just always a but was that. I don't know where she was today, but on Tuesday she was at UB talking to about 6 people. That sounds so shady, but it's the truth. Whose hair you want to see? You want to see my hair? You want to see my hair? Everybody I know hates her. Scrunches up her lips. It's a lot of things. She's a character actor too. Or is it, there's a character actor and there's another kind. I think she's a character actor. It's just the same thing. You know, she's from Bring It On to, they even threw her ass in my show. They say she's a mean girl. I mean, you just get that vibe from her. She was in my show, what Octavia Spencer called Tell the Truth Be Told. And she was the same type of actress in that, you know. And that just goes, you know, yeah, it comes across as fake. One lane, one dimensional. We talk about, first of all, I need to stop talking about people. That's how I get banned for hateful speech and bullying. And I am not hateful or a bully. Put number one if you think I'm hateful and a bully. Put number two if you think I'm a sweet and innocent person. And she even said it. Thank you, Armani Green. That she had to be because how people were treating her. You know, if that's the case, everybody would act like that. I'm not gonna say they don't. But she, you know, she does. Oh, thank you. Thank you guys. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much. Hey, TikTok, if you come to suspend this, make sure you come and see these twos. Because I don't care about people that much to be hateful. It's exhausting. But I do have an opinion. But it's more than that, though, because I don't like her the way Carrie. And that's it. That's the thing. It's like it's a spirit thing. Like you know, people are, you know, you just feel it, and that's what I was saying about the hypothetical, actual situation about the person that married into your family. The spirit is not right. So everybody's always looking for the side eye, and no, they're not full hugs because your spirit is not right. And that's Gabrielle Union, and has come in and infiltrated that Wade family and did the things that she needed, that the things that needed to be done from the Wades. Jada Pinkett Smith. I told y'all, same way I try to, you know, I be bigging up women, but in the industry, it'd be these women come in into these families, but then Eve the situation up, deliver us from evil. Whatever. But I say I don't feel that, because I don't feel that same way about, you know, Kerry Washington, and she does her mouth. Even Angela Bassett. I was just sitting there. I was, oh. Is that what they people do? Jesus Christ. Ooh, child, to get on. I was just watching 911 with my sister, and we were talking about Angela Bassett. And Angela Bassett kind of be the same in every movie too. I said, child, from you know, What's Love Got to Do with It to, you know, Vampire in Brooklyn. You know, she always strong jawed. Oh, my sister said, Waiting to Exhale. You know, the same type of energy, same type of vibe, same type of thing. And dare I say one? What did you say? What did is down here? Hold on. What did you guys say down here? Who said that? Free and D said one lane, one dimensional actress. I don't know if Angela Bassett is exactly one lane, one dimensional, but it's pretty monotone. With the twos, thank y'all for the twos. Yeah, Gabby messed that family all the way up, right? Zaya's mom is even upset. Well, let me tell you this. The thing about Zaya's mom is, if you the mama, Joceline's voice, if you the mama, then you know what your baby is given. Ergo, you already put in place conversations with Dwayne and Gabrielle about this is what I want to see from my kid because I know how my child is. So her complaint shouldn't be about what they're doing. Her complaint should be more so like, this is the conversation that we had and this is the direction that they're going in, and this is why I'm upset. Flip the phone, I should have, but I didn't want to be, I couldn't do that. They might shoot me. Clodagh Soul, hey girl, hey. Last time I talked to you, I was suspended. Last time I was talking to you, I got suspended. Let me tell you, the car was parked in front of the house. The truck came from back behind the car and pulled into the grass to pull from behind the car that was parked in front of it in the driveway. Did that make sense? I never seen nothing like that. And I've been over here. We've been over here a long time. 20 years. Damn near. You, Carrie and Angela both also know their mouth movements are cringe. No, yeah, for sure. That was Gabrielle. You went too far back. What happened? But her mama has been blocked by money. They have to shut her. They shut her out. And you know, and that's the thing too. And that's and that goes back to what I be saying about non-disclosures and things like that. It's like certain things you could talk about, and now here's your moment to make, renew your contract for your finances or some shit. Something like that. But I mean, as a mother, not me, but as a mother, you know what your kid's doing. You notice that your child is transitioning. You notice these things. So then you say, hey, Dwayne, Zaid wants to become Zaya or whatever. And you say, he says, well, I hadn't noticed. And she says, well, yeah, these are the types of things I've noticed. And this is how she's acting. And she wants to be called she now. So I'm thinking, I might take her a little bit more. You know what I mean? But no, that's kind of not how it happened. The bigger celebrity always has the upper hand in the court. Stephen, come on now, Stephen Mary. I can tolerate Angela's mouth. Carrie looks like a belly. Not a belly button. I'm pretty sure it's an ant in my hair. He did her totally wrong. Actually, she helped him become who he is. That right? Yeah, Steve Harvey, right? Exactly. That's who we do. Yep, Steve Harvey for sure. Hair fire. Thank you, Troy Vine. Thank you so much. She moving. I picked my niece up from school and the window was down. She said, Uncle JJ, your hair is crazy. It was blowing in the wind. I felt like I had a coupe. I had dropped the top on the coupe. I know it's only 8:16. First of all, it's darker. It's gotten dark quick. And it's only 8:16. The street lights is about to come on. Thank you so much, Troy. But that's what I'm saying about, functioning in reality, because that's just what it would be. Or it's like this. Dwayne's, what was her name before Zaya? I don't know. Through Gabrielle, we are able to exploit a situation and not consider biological parents as credible sources of information to weigh in on the situation. See, Unique, hey girl, hey. You know what I mean? Because of Gabrielle, and she did these things, and they think they've been living high on the hog because of Gabrielle, which is, goes both ways, because Gabrielle money long. Dwayne got a good, he got some money too. Yeah, it's a wrap. And because as soon as I get in, I wrap this bitch up, tie her down, right? But that's the thing. When it comes to Zaya Wade, whose mother is active and alive, y'all are so sweet to me. Thank you so much. When it comes to Zaya Wade's mother, who is active and alive, we should never defer to the stepmother to get an understanding of what the child is going through, because we can defer to the mother. The only way, thank you, C Unique, thank you so much. Bossy, yes. Somebody said I look like I was doing something. I like the bossy thing. Either way, we should only defer to Gabrielle to see if she's following through with what the biological mother has implemented for that family and that child. That's it. That's it. That's it. And like I said, if I'm giving if I'm playing devil's advocate or I'm playing the angles. We got to consider the angles, to consider the situation. If Zaya's mother is like, Dwayne, this Zaya thing, I can't handle that, and I don't want to be involved, or whatever the case may be, and Dwayne is like, I got it, because I'm an open-minded, all-loving black man who plays sports. I'ma handle it. Me and Gabby got it. They would not even allow Zaya's mother to come out with her things, because they would, this would be the motion, and this would be an intention, and this would be the agenda. But the fact that she is coming out and she's speaking against it, but everybody's supposed to be supportive, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, it's too much confusion around something that is already confusing, but y'all are just so new age. Gabby wear the pants in everything. In the household, down to the office. That's why she got problems with the women. Somebody called me mama, right? So I don't know about, the auntie thing. Everybody calls me something. But, yeah, let the child grow up. Right, Isaiah got a mother, where's the co? Right, we're the co-parenting. Which could be which I think besides, standing by your child and encouraging, because my thing is there's not them standing by Isaiah Wade, in a real world sense. That is a real thing. Children are transitioning, or children feel, because of the current climate, children are able to witness and identify things that more readily speak to them. You know what I mean? Many things didn't speak to me coming up. You know what I mean? As far as seeing representation and stuff like that on television. We're in a place now where you turn on the TV and it's there, and you identify. And because of, you know what I'm saying, my orientation or experience and things like that, I can identify with the fact that, okay, now you see it, okay, so now I might try to do this because I saw this and this is how they felt and this is what I like. So you start to try different things, and you get to understand a little bit quicker who you are, what you like, what you want to do, what you might want to be, what you want to try, what you don't want to try. You know what I'm saying? Things like that. So I'm not taking anything away from that real world experience. But the thing is, the co-parenting, that is besides focusing on transitioning, and it's this and this, and Gabrielle is this, and the mother is saying that, it would be a great moment for Black culture if we could get the basketball player and his millionaire actress wife to grab the mother of his children and become this great unit of support and just sharing information and all that stuff, besides beyond the trans part, because co-parenting is hard for Black people, white people, all people, but let's talk Black. For Black people, and the kids is straight. Okay, so if we can co-parent through transitioning or trans identity crisis, then that, you know what I'm saying, that's more inclusive, that's more encouraging, that lets somebody know that they might be able to handle the situation that they're in. But if the mother talk about, ain't nobody listening to me, I ain't heard nothing, and can't nobody do nothing, which sounds crazy too, because I know Zaya's talking to the mother, unless y'all not letting Zaya talk to the mother, and now we talking about a bigger issue. Why can't y'all just like my hair? Why do we gotta be the perm? Because I ain't been permed in months. People be so specific that it takes away from the compliment. But thank you, girl, via the dial. You so sweet. These are backhanded compliments, is what it is. She know what can happen if she pushes too hard. But as a mother, and that's what I'm saying about the reality of things. As a mother, first of all, that's my child. And now y'all are, same thing with Kanye West. That's my child. You're pushing her to do things that there's not a positive exit plan for that. You pushing her to be in a position to be preyed on by people. The Dalai fucking Lama. Like, the world needs to stop. And because the world has not stopped, this is how you know this is what the agenda, this is what the plan is. And I need to get out of here because I'm getting into a place now where they start to suspend me because I get caught up. So I'm leaving after this. The Dalai fucking Lama is stuck his tongue out in front of thousands of people and told the boy to suck his tongue. It took over the live, didn't it? That's where we at. And then maybe the Dalai Lama releases a statement. Maybe the kids' parents don't say anything. Laid, not played. Thank you so much. So that's how you say it. Thank you so much. But this is where we are. So if the mother can't speak up about what the situation of her kid, it's all commonplace, because the Dalai Lama is out here preying on. I told you, in the same live that they suspended. I'm telling you how they always talk about how his girls getting trafficked. No, it's young boys too. Boom. 1 week later, what happened? The Dalai Lama is sucking tongues with the boy was what, 7? Conditioning. And Lindsay, I don't even know if it's conditioning at that point. When we in a public setting, even the Catholic priests wait till the silent mass or whatever when nobody's around and it's just them. Exactly. We don't know what to say about it. The world should stop. The Dalai Lama should be condemned. Sucking tongues? What is that? What is that? I want to look that up. I want to look up what is like the ritual act of like sucking a tongue of a monk or something like that and see where that takes me. But I'm sure all of it's going to bring up is the damn Dalai Lama. They're definitely trying to desensitize. Because then what did it do? Brought Cardi B to the conversation, which the groundwork for Cardi B having political stance on situations has been, it's already been laid long ago. So to have Cardi B to do this and have it addressed by Cardi B, it's just like, oh, okay. Instead of fuck what Cardi B said, how old is the Dalai Lama? Somebody tell me now. Because I don't have no other device. How old is the Dalai Lama? He got to be 80. And then I'm getting out of here because I'm sure enough gonna get suspended talking about this. How do I get my hair so straight? Perm, but that ain't got to be. No, a perm and a good flat iron. 87. Thank you guys so much. Thank y'all, my girls. Thank you so much. This 87-year-old man sat up in front of 8,000 people, millions, because now it's all over, stuck his tongue out and had a 7-year-old boy suck on it in front of all the people without a clear qualm or question for what anybody else would say, because he has been so, I keep telling y'all too long ago how I told you about creating our own world, and I make the small reference of me using my own font on my phone so that I'm sucking my own font, and I think everybody has this old font and it's acceptable to me, so that when somebody sends me a screenshot from their phone, I am taken aback because this is not what I'm used to. The Dalai Lama is so stuck in his own ways and surrounds himself with people that encourage him to do the things that he does, that when he's in a public setting, he doesn't even think that part, or like we're saying, this is just the agenda. But he's in a public setting and he doesn't even consider what it looks like, because at no point in no religion is it okay for you to stick your tongue out. Period. First of all, it's uncouth to stick your tongue out. So we talk about a monk sticking his tongue out. That's one. 2, to stick it out in front of a child. Rude, crude. 2, to ask that child to not ask, to have that child put their mouth on your tongue. And then he's able to release a statement and it be brushed under the rug because now Shanquella Robinson's back wasn't broke, and the people that was arrested by the cartel in Mexico, they was asking them to have sex. This got dark, didn't it? Do y'all see? It got body too. Hold on. Starlight, right? I was just seeing your comment about it got dark quick out of nowhere. I'm trying to go back to a couple comments. He don't care, they're trying to make him comfortable with that. He feels he could do whatever. Plain sight, had to get your hair so straight. I do permanent flat iron now. I'm actually surprised they let it get out. And that's what I'm saying too about, well, that's what I've said. All of it is intentional. And then they use somebody like the Dalai Lama, who is a fixture, a figurehead publicly. But he's probably, you know what I'm saying? I don't say he don't got no real influence, but like, everybody's able to crumble. If they throw presidents under the bus, they're going to throw the fucking Dalai Lama under the bus. And then when you're trying to, break institutions or bring people to religion and things like that, it's like, yeah, we'll use a monk. When that sort of action shouldn't even be in my mind, in my understanding of monks and their religious, devout religion, behavior and stuff like that, it shouldn't even be in his foresight. Shouldn't even be in his, you know what I'm saying? It shouldn't even be on his tongue to do anything like that. But he did. I don't know about the culture. He's probably been doing that for a long time. That's why he said it without the characters gross. He ain't shit. But this is now that goes. You talk about doing it for a long time. It goes back to a lot of things I've said. I tell you, everything always loops around because the bullet points. The history has not changed, or the actions have not changed. That's why history continues to repeat itself. Just imagine what he's doing behind closed doors. Lots more boys, lots more tongues, a lot more places. He normally jokes like that in person. He's a pervert. And if they want to discredit Bill Cosby, and if they want to discredit R. Kelly, who's the girl mothered and came out, that's what Kelly Price said, that they was offering up. Them parents would come and offer up their children. You don't say anything offer up unless it's like a sacrifice. Offering up their children to be a part of the R. Kelly, to be seen, touched, heard, accepted, welcomed into the R. Kelly camp. The parents offering up their sons and daughters. Probably don't even got drawers on under that garb. Uncouth, absolutely. Talking about it was innocent and playful. Okay, Michelle said the same. What's happening with the people? Okay, Michelle will say the same thing about R. Kelly as far as people offering up their kids to him. That's how, R. Kelly, same thing with Michael Jackson. Hey, can't make this up. Hey, girl, hey. Same thing with Michael Jackson. Those parents, all them parents that they had when they was doing the whole surviving Michael Jackson thing, all them parents had relationships with Michael Jackson. Willing participants, because I love that, because that's very clear. Willing participant. There's no confusion in that phrasing, and that's what the parents were. But the same thing with Michael Jackson. I don't know. I'm not, because I'm still bent on Michael having that mental glitch, if you will, where he is more like, I want to be around people who I'm more, especially coming from like the entertainment, and my dad always has me working, and I'm around these adults who do these crazy things. I just want to be around some innocent kids. I would like to think I'm kind of more comfortable thinking that than anything else about what Michael Jackson did with kids. But it was the relationship that these parents that brought them around Michael Jackson had with Michael Jackson, or wanted to have with Michael Jackson, for them to even have those kids in that position. Because if I send my child to go recording at Michael Jackson's studio, first of all, I'm gonna want to come, not because it's Michael Jackson, but because it's my child. 18 and over, do what you feel is necessary. But anything under the 18, I'm gonna be there, because you got to watch your kids, right? But I'm gonna be there. It's just, we're just not dropping you off, and then now you're just like, oh, they're not coming home tonight, they're gonna stay tonight. My 12-year-old is staying tonight over at a 35-year-old man's house. Okay, I need some more information on that. Like, is it gonna be a camera set up I can watch this? Like, why are they staying the night? Like that sort of thing. So for them to even be in that situation alone is questionable. Michael Jackson says, oh, I'll send the car, I'll send dinner, I'll send the jacket, just because Michael probably feels comfortable with the kids or whatever. And I don't want to make excuse for Michael Jackson, because I don't feel no type of way about him so much that it's like, oh, I'll give him grace over anybody else. But watching the Jackson 5 and things like that. Michael Jackson being in a childlike state or even want to be around the innocence of children kind of makes sense because he was pushed to be an adult so fast, which is a narrative or whatever. But I don't see, to turn around and abuse kids, I can't see, not that abused kids don't abuse kids, because that's the thing, that was what they were saying about R. Kelly. But Michael Jackson being, just being honest. Let me tell you this. Period. My kid's not staying tonight. It ain't too many long sessions either, and I ain't got no mixtape yet. So there's that on that. And if the parents don't follow through on that, that's on the parents' fault. Period. Now, what y'all saying? I'd have missed that. Hold on. Willing participants. Oh, yes, I don't care what nobody say. R. Kelly should not be the only one in jail. Right. He definitely isn't the only one. The parents need to be right there with the yes, I agree. They'll all do it. He just fell out of compliance, so they threw him under the bus. That money be switching hands. It's a lot. Sorry, no sleepers. None of that shit. You can't trust no one. No, you can't. Exactly. I let my son sleep over anywhere except for my parents. No, seriously, because you just... It's the kids, it's the parents. You just don't know. People be up to things, and it's strange. How many times I said I was out of here? I got to get out of here. It's dark. His wife, too, because I don't believe that she didn't know. Whose wife? Bill Cosby's? No one in the entertainment industry operating on a high level cannot be involved in this craziness. Period. And that's just that. Oh, you talk about R. Kelly's wife, old girl, her old dancing ass, and you know what? She'd just been dancing and carrying on like she wasn't one of the victims, or sitting there witnessing the victimage. But yes, now we talking. Because that's what Orlando Brown, and I don't want to use Orlando Brown as he ain't no, I'm not gonna say he ain't no standard reference, but he has been a part of the industry. He was born in L.A. He called somebody, I think he called Eddie Murphy his mentor, his dad, or some shit like that. Same thing that a couple people have said that Everybody Hates Chris said that. The boy from Everybody Hates Chris, one who's on Abbott Elementary now, said the same thing. So they get, you know what I'm saying, you get rotated in, and then you get conditioned and you're groomed and you understand, you know what I'm saying, things like that. So you get into the shits. Or Orlando Brown was saying how Lady Gaga molested his daughter. They bleeped out Lady Gaga's name, but after a little due diligence, that's what it was. That was the conversation, and it's just like, well, Jesus. So then you sit and think, like, well, how did somebody come out of nowhere and rise to this great stardom? And the fact that the industry could turn anybody into a star if you play the game. You do not become a superstar without. I talked about Beyonce with the two Swedish girls. Exactly. Talk about she earned it, like Tina Turner. Clout chasing, dancing self. I'm mad y'all even calling her R. Kelly's wife. Ain't her name, whatever her name, Amanda or something? Because, girl, what is it to be married to R. Kelly? Because ain't he married to the light-skinned girl that he just had the kid with? It's like he always sent her to her room. That's what she said. The bystander. Wait, what? Loves doing that. Tenacity. Drea Kelly. Drea, that's it. Girl, I have to call her whatever. Jalissa. I don't care. She's a mess. But that's what it be. And she'd be like, listen, I just need my checks to keep running. I'm not trying to get killed. I don't care. And that's the thing you realize too, if you look at it and you think about the celebrities that are involved in the things that they don't talk about, there's an element, no, you don't care. You focus on getting your ends to meet, focusing on your career, focusing on what your exit plan is for your from your memo and your people, and that's it. It ain't about too much else. So Drea Kelly, she didn't care that she was witnessing all these things. She didn't care that Aaliyah was in the room next to her and things. She didn't care because R. Kelly said, I'm gonna keep. Drea Kelly met him. She said, I just love to dance. I just love to dance. And she's sitting there doing that, shucking and jiving in front of him. And R. Kelly said, oh, girl, yeah, you always dancing. And she said, yeah, I just want to dance. Yeah, girl, I'm going to keep you dancing for the rest of your life. Oh, yeah, Kelly, Robert, I just want to dance. And now what is she doing? Just dancing? Just dancing? Very tight web. All connected. And then speaking of connected, that's the thing. It's like, well, where did Drea Kelly even come from for her to be so disconnected from what R. Kelly was doing? And the thing is bad. R. Kelly, what they do is bad. Making somebody do things they don't want to do, or even manipulating people into doing things. Girl, that happens all the time. People go to work every day. That's a manipulation. It is what it is. And it's all different degrees and levels to it. But there are things that morally are disgusting, and they find themselves in situations where people don't check them, chastise them, question them, or anything about what they're doing, because they're the breadwinner, the shot callers, decision makers and things like that. Drea Kelly to come into a situation where this man is doing these things that he's doing, was doing it before he got with her, continued to do it after he was with her. Where did she come from to be placed in that situation? Like I said, to be placed in that situation to continue this narrative, you know what I'm saying? Still continue this narrative, or not to continue the R. Kelly narrative, but to not speak out so against him in the same way nobody's speaking out against the Dalai Lama. The same type of thing, so where did she come from for her to just be what, a willing participant? And no way. Listen, many people not gonna offer up their child for financial gain, but I don't know, some do. There's lots of things. I think we should go back and listen to R. Kelly. No, not R. Kelly. DMX. You know what, too? They got this thing coming out with Afeni and Tupac, too, which is distorted. I'm sure it'll be distorted, because they're not going to talk about the real things that I'm sure a Black Panther and her son talked about. But it'll be some type of something. Why we need that right now, I don't know. Having kids for their organs. And they don't care. Just want to keep the checks coming in. It's time. Y'all do it every time. I don't want to go, but I gotta go. I gotta leave. So please don't make it hard for me. Morally reprehensible, and I think that's where I was going with that. Please don't make it hard for me. I gave enough. Tired of love. Gotta let it go. Where is Viv? I'm glad you liked it, Free Andy. A lot of people don't believe it when I say that about him. But I do believe it. People do it all the time. I'm glad you liked the Free Andy. A great chat. You know, I just try to be touching on the things that are going on. The news comes out, and then I have my opinions about it. Very rarely do I see it the way that they've displayed it to us on the websites and the television and things like that. Um, and then sometimes I throw in, you know, a little television. You know, we talk about all things. You drop down in the comments and you say something, we probably go in that direction. So I encourage you to engage next time to keep the chat going. The sun has fallen and the street light is barely catching me. I haven't been outside like this in a year. So it was nice to be outside. It was nice to be outside with you guys. And it was also, I liked, I'm just waiting for somebody to hit the dip. And ain't nobody done it yet. But it was nice to, bring a different background setting, vibe, environment to the people that have been with me since the beginning. So there's that. What are we going to talk about next time? I don't know. Rupert Murdoch and Elizabeth Holmes and stuff like, you know, we just never know. You know, we just never know. We'll see how things come up. We'll see if Monique and her case comes to an end. We'll see what happens with you know, we'll see who gets in charge of BET. We'll see what happens over in Ukraine. We'll see what happens with Brittany Griner. And I think, what are they trying to give her, a show or a reality show about her experience over in the UK? We'll see what happens with those things. And you come to the Kelly Collective to talk about that. I love you guys so much, as always. So you want me to come back tomorrow? I'll do that. I will do that. We'll do a Saturday. What's a good Saturday talk word? A good word, a good S word. We'll do a sit down Saturday, and we'll talk about some more things. I'll writing a memoir. I will have my other device so I can pull up the things that I've seen, and we'll get to it. Like I said, I love you guys, and I will see you sooner, much sooner, like Saturday sooner than later. Hold on. Does anyone know what was going on with Jamie Foxx? Did we touch on that? We did touch on that. Tenacity. Come back tomorrow. Come back tomorrow. What time? Would I get on here at 6? We'll see. This seemed like a good time. People kind of jumped on. So maybe I'll do 6 o'clock tomorrow. We'll run over that real quick. Hopefully we might have some more information on that. Because, you know, there's always new information dropping every day about the same situation. I don't know why we don't get it the first day. But there's that on that. We'll address some more things. And we'll touch on the Jamie Foxx thing on tomorrow. Be looking out for me, because I will be here.